last week, things were already going badly. You took down the Prime Kimura factory, the one that was intentionally cranking out the asshole versions of Kimura as part of his plan to do whatever he's trying to do. You guys messed up all of them, blew up the whole place pretty much, but you fucked up the main guy pretty badly, and then Piff shot him again for good measure on the way out the door. So he was dying at the desk and fiddling with his data chips and trying to press buttons when the entire building blew up. Him still sitting there, so in theory, he should be gone for good now. And while yeah, of course. And while you're recovering from the aftermath of that, the city's defense alarms started going off again. So now there's the army of outsiders, the people who were mad about the money have finally come to town, from all the surrounding areas of the state, trying to come in and smash and loot whatever they can. So these people are mainly upset about the money thing. They don't seem to care about the clone situation one way or the other.
Yet.
And upon seeing all of this, these people coming in to attack again, people keep coming at it. So Jitterbug decides that humans are the ones causing the problems here. With everything going on already, these people are now coming in to argue about money. It keeps trying to help us improve the humans' world, and they keep coming in, attacking and causing trouble in response. So Jitterbug, not liking that, decides that it doesn't need to worry about these fail-safes you guys built in about do not harm humans. So it's no longer concerned about the safety of the human flesh, and decides to defend itself by targeting all the major cities around within about 1,000 miles and warming up the nuclear missiles it has access to. So humans can't do shit if you remove them from the planet, So these places, of course, see their missile defense things lighting up, and it looks like everything is coming from Falcon City, and they don't like that very much. So they're sending in armies first to try and take down and wipe out whoever's here before it turns into global nuclear war. So you've got the army of people who are anti-clones are already here. They're building back up. You got the army of the other people who have just showed up that want money. And now you've got the literal armies coming in from cities who are not happy about nuclear war impending. So all this happens. The air raids are going off. The rain's still going off. The lightning's flashing. And the sky shifts from black to red as you're standing there. And that's pretty much where we are.
Okay.
So as we're starting today with the new position, so you've got the missile locks have been detected. So on the screens around the city, you can see now that the map is showing up. So you're starting to see it's showing you the data. So basically, Jitterbug is taunting you, but also giving you information you can use. So yeah, you've got all the one army's already there. The guys who are coming in for money, they're starting to smash and loot. As they come into town, they're just busting up businesses as they can get. Anything they can bust up, they're going to go in and start trying to steal things from.
And you said that it's about 1,000 miles from Falcon City. It's all lit up.
That's what he's targeting with missiles, yeah. But Jitterbug is targeting 1,000 miles around, so pretty much half the United States would be targeted.
Yeah, figured as much. What are we going to do with it?
And the police are stretched fairly thin. They're doing what they can. He's got a pretty good force going, but between the numerous things going on here, the police are outnumbered by, about 10 to 1. So what you've got on your side, you've got the clone police. You got the clone citizens who are still, fighting against the anti-clone people. You got the OG human citizens, the ones that are defending the city and not, they don't care if the clones are here or not, so they're sort of the allies to the clones. And then us, versus about, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people now at least. And they're coming in with tanks and shit soon.
Okay. So we're still on the north edge of town, right?
You're wherever you were. When we left off, you were down still by the tower where shit was breaking off, but some time has passed, but not a lot. So it was like an hour later.
Okay.
So you could have gone anywhere around the town in that time for sure. So back to where you were to recap or reload, off to McDonald's for lunch. Wherever you wanted to go, you had time.
Okay.
And as of right now, we still have no way of getting in touch with money. Is that right?
No, you can't find him yet. Though you did pick up, somebody stopped and picked up those radios. You do have the ability to communicate with each other at least.
All right.
Anyway, so the one thing too, we're still on the, if you start pulling out weapons and shooting at people, these guys are all coming in smashing and clubbing and kicking and breaking. No one's shooting anything yet because they're still aware of what's going to happen if that takes place. You will be shot with the turrets of doom. And at this point, I wouldn't necessarily trust that Jitterbug won't shoot you with the turrets of doom either. Theoretically.
Okay, while the streets are getting crazy and people are out there rioting and whatnot, I'm going to just make a suggestion. If you guys want to fall back onto the boat.
And then we sailed the boat over to the side over there. So that
go out to
if all the nuclear weapons are pointed east, we go west.
It's kind of seeming like we can call that Plan B.
Well, first we got to get to the yacht.
Don't we all?
Right, so we have to go all the way through town.
We got to go through the entire town.
And we don't have our light cycles anymore. Or
Is that the limo?
We came in a limo, that's right.
The limo is armored to the teeth.
Yeah, I think we need to get to the... Well, I still have the wall chopper.
Yeah.
So we can get on the wall chopper and then land it on the yacht.
Okay. And we have no idea where where Money Mancini is.
Right.
Theoretically, he was released, but...
Yeah, and even if he's trying to contact you, there's really no, the comms are, the main comms are gone, so he has no, other than finding you manually, there's no way to contact you. Oops, I should turn that off.
Out of all hope, I mean, he would come back to HQ.
The warehouse.
Right. Not the tower.
Right.
And not the yacht. He would go back to the HQ.
He'll go back to HQ, but the yacht is docked, right out there.
All right.
Yeah, they're pretty much in the same location, right? You just that's what the water was there for. So yeah.
Yeah, but you got to take a little skiff out to the yacht because it's too big to park.
All right. So I
at
say
the harbor.
I say we get in the wall chopper, land it on the yacht, and then we go to the HQ, from the yacht to the HQ, to see if we can get in touch with Money Mancini, because maybe he left a message. He
Agree
sent a
with
message
that, but
there.
let's flip it. Let's go to the warehouse first, and then go out to the yacht after that.
Oh, we want to protect the wall chopper.
Oh, that's what that was. That's what that was.
By landing it on the yacht, and then we'll take the skiff
Okay.
to the warehouse.
All right, but first things first. So
And we
you're
also
in the wall chopper,
Don't we want the dock to stay
right?
on the yacht?
Yeah, 100%. So while we're driving through town in the limo.
We're not driving to town. We're getting on the wall chopper.
Oh, all of us?
Yeah.
Oh, we're leaving.
Leave the limo. We're not going to go through the town where everybody's getting in.
Okay, I thought it'd be more adventurous to go through the town, but
Hey, man, I'm down for adventure.
I'm just saying. I
If
mean,
you want to try that, but
all right, we're on the time.
Piff still has to take the wall chopper
Yeah.
to the yacht.
All right.
So if you guys want to go through town, we can. But this is the easy way.
We'll load up. We'll load up.
All right, so that's the plan. The what is it? 5, 6, 7 of us get on the wall chopper.
All right.
7 of us get.
Park the limo underneath the tower.
Fuck that limo.
Hey,
Leave
that's
that
my
shit.
baby, like wall chopper's your
Keep
baby.
that shit.
I'm gonna park it under the tower. And
Yeah, we've
will-
got secured parking there and stuff where you can
Right.
definitely
So we still have
stash
to
that.
drive it to the tower.
we were at the tower when we stopped.
Oh, we're up
Well,
in
he had
that
to-
corner right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
On the north side.
Yeah, because we were heading out of town.
Over Westmore.
We were heading out of town.
Oh,
Westmore.
okay.
Yeah.
Right above 65.
We were going this
That's
way
where we
at
were.
65 because you parked. You hit it back over this way.
And that's where the wall
And
chopper
we
landed.
were going to drive up here to head out of town to do what we had to do, but the mob was coming across the bridge.
Okay.
So we're
I
parked
got-
like on the pier right
I got
there.
a combat plow on the front, man. I think just blazing saddles all the way to
If you
tower.
want to take the limo Then the wall chopper would just stay above you and provide air support.
Okay.
If you want to do it that way.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm just going to park it at the tower. In fact, I can meet you on the roof of the tower.
And that's going way far into town.
Right. So let's do it. I'm
All
up
right.
for it.
All right. So they're all getting into the limo. Piff and I are going to be in the wall chopper above them, probably maybe 100 feet, 200 feet, to provide air support. And then I will land on top of the tower so they can park in the garage and then take the elevator up to the roof.
And before we take off, I'm going to mount a heavy melee weapon on the side of the car. Just in case. Just in case.
Okay.
Hey, you never know when you might need to slap somebody, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we got the combat plow out, the heavy melee weapon. Hopefully they'll get out of the way.
What is the heavy melee weapon that...
It's literally a big sword that straps to the car. It mounts on the car and does massive damage to anybody hit with it.
Gotcha.
The bastard executioner.
It sounds like that's going to have to come into play now that it's been mentioned. I mean, that's how it goes, right? But at the moment, you guys are well aware of what's going on, and nobody knows the streets like you. So you managed to pull this all off and get to the tower at least without having any major interference.
That's amazing.
Okay.
All right. So now we're at the tower. The wall chopper is parked up on the roof, and I'm waiting on these guys to...
They're heading up.
So what does the tower look like when we walk inside?
Are you walking inside?
No, we're underneath it in the parking garage. We just take the elevator straight to the top.
Okay.
Getting into the parking garage, which would be the next half of that question, there's still, there's a minor protest that people are starting to gather back here, but not like they were because they assume by now that you've secured the family somewhere else, and this is not the target that it was. So what's gathering here now more are the people who are about the money. Why didn't you give us money, blah, blah, blah. They want to smash and destroy the tower. But they're, at this point, they're still being held back by the cops who were already tired from holding back the anti-clone guys. Because we're like a couple hours later. This shit is all going down the same day.
Okay. Take it away, guys.
So let's pull into the tower.
Yeah, I mean, you're in, and you guys can execute the thing and get to the wall chopper and all that stuff. So you're going to go to the yacht with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
If we don't run into any interference.
No, that's right. We're forwarding through so you can make your plan.
We don't have a plan.
Okay, that's the point. Nothing's going to get in the way until you get out there and you regroup. So when you come back into the city, it's going to be all fucked up.
All right, so we're going to land the wall chopper onto the yacht, and then who? The 5 of us? 6 of us?
Yeah.
5 of us. We'll leave Piff with the wall chopper, and then we will take a skiff to our HQ in Studio City to see if we can get any message from Money Mancini. See if he left us a message on.
And also, I'm going to make sure that the doc makes her way. She stayed with Piff.
On the yacht or in the chopper?
On the yacht.
Because Piff is in the chopper on the yacht. Wait.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she's in standby mode, right?
Right. She's in evac mode.
Yeah.
If the city gets too hot, she's got to come and get us.
Yeah.
True, but also if anybody comes to attack the yacht, she'll blow them away too, so that works.
Right.
It's a double, doing double duty there. Okay.
And since we're back at home,
And tell the doc.
Liv is now back in Adriana mode.
That's actually for her safety at this point, because some of these people are out to get Liv, so you got it. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
And tell her to start up the yacht and bring it out to the west side of the city.
That's far.
Huh?
That's far.
Okay. Yeah. Tell her to start up the yacht and start moving it out to the west side of the city.
I guess we're going to have an ulterior plan to get on the boat when we have to, huh?
We still got the skiff and we got the wall chopper. It can come pick us
You
up.
can't take no skiff that far. You know, last time we was in Pat's boat and we was tooling around the bay. You know how fucking long that took?
Hey, man. How far is that?
Boat? It's hella far.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's going to take a while. It's like a couple hours.
In cinematic time, you could do it with an upbeat song in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what Tom's thinking in his head. Dun, 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 dun.
Fast travel, man.
You're like,
Hit the fast travel.
You're like Game of Thrones season 7. How the hell are people getting back and forth so fast?
Walking.
I'm saying.
Yes, indeed. All right, so you're back at the HQ and in the office and stuff, looking around, and there's no message or anything like that, but it does look like he's been in the office at some point. So
he's been there.
Some stuff has been moved around. The computer's got new stuff on it. There's been other searches. It's got like his contact database is open with a bunch of things. Looks like he's been rifling through looking for someone. So something's going on, but it looks like he has at least been set free.
Okay.
And he didn't leave a note, a handwritten piece of paper, a post-it note.
Not that you can see, but I'm sure he tried to get a hold of you on the comms and was like, "Fuck it."
I want to ask.
He doesn't
Elaine,
know what signal we're on.
When was the last time Money Mancini was in the residence?
He was here for about 15 minutes, about an hour ago.
Damn, an hour ago. Which way did he leave when he left the residence?
He went out the main exit. I'm not sure which way he was heading.
Fuck.
Everybody's turned off their tracking shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Outside the door, we lose track of people.
Yeah. If Kanan was here, I'd ask him to punch into the grid so we could check the traffic cams. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
But we don't know how to do that.
That was a crutch that we should have.
Well, and even if you did know how to do that, you'd be possibly given false data because it doesn't want you to know.
Right. Yeah, the whole jitterbug thing. Yeah. That's why we're off the grid.
All right.
Gonna infinitely make our job a lot harder.
So what's the
He's
plan?
slowly teaching you a lesson on relying on him too heavily, right?
So here it is. We're gonna tell Elaine that the next time Money Mancini comes in, tell him to catch us on
No.
on the walkie channel 4.
Now you just gave all our information to Jitterbug.
No, I gave it to Elaine.
And you don't think Jitterbug is hooked into Elena? That's the first thing he did, man. All right, we need to change channels. Come on, man.
That makes sense.
The wall rolls a 6-sider to select a new channel, yeah.
All right.
Switch channels.
All right.
Don't tell Elena anything.
Okay. How about this? We tell Elena to tell Money Mancini
To leave a handwritten note in that spot.
send a raven.
In that spot where you had your last haircut. We'll find a note there.
I was gonna say something he would actually remember, but no, that's good. That's good.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about Jitterbug. Like Elena,
And I stopped
severely
you actually
compromised.
And that's why you shall fail.
It's like, oh, that's right. The house is compromised. That's why we're on the boat. Completely logged off. Okay, Jitterbug into the system. Can Elena run any type of counter security measures on Jitterbug? Does she have that capacity, or is that AI?
You know who
system?
would know? K9.
Yeah,
You know how we would be able to figure out
give
how it
up
works?
on Elena. She's not gonna be able to help us.
They're
Essentially, since Jitterbug contains Elena, there's nothing that it could know that Jitterbug wouldn't already know too.
Well, you know what? I mean, that's what everybody thought about Jarvis versus Ultron, but inside, Jarvis was still working. to beat Ultron.
There certainly have been
Jarvis hit
differences
himself
in the system
in the
since
internet.
the time it was copied. It's been thing that there now, so there's evolution is consistent and constant. So
I'm
between
just
the
saying.
time it was copied and now, yeah, I don't know, when did they make that copy? Maybe some things have changed. That's going to be up to the dice, I think.
All right, so I'll have Adriana remotely work on Elena. Nah, that's not good.
No.
I don't want to compromise the yacht. Okay, how about this?
The yacht is air gapped now.
Yeah, new plan. We'll go back to the old plan.
Money
and get
Mancini's
the
on his
fuck out
own,
of
man.
the- That's I didn't want to. I don't want to leave a man behind though. Wall. How about this?
He can come to the yacht.
How about
he needs
this?
to figure out a way to get to the
Why
yacht.
don't we try to get a hold of Kanan? Let's try to get a hold of Kay and see if he can talk his system down. I mean, the kid is still one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah, go ahead. Give him a call. We're here. He probably already knows we're here.
How about this? We'll open the line. We'll open the line to Kanan on the comms. See if we can get a face-to-face.
Are you still at HQ?
Yes.
We're at HQ.
All right. As you're trying to buzz him and stuff, he comes out of the kitchen area like, "What's up? What's happening, dudes? How's it going?
He's there.
It's been a while, guys.
He's having a snack."
Whoa, we didn't check the house.
No, I did. Been outside recently? Heck of a weather we're having.
Yeah, it's cloudy. It's raining, man. It's coming down real hard. What did you eat? Like a bowl of cereal?
Yeah. I'm not lactose intolerant in this game. I get to have this. Don't take this from me.
So nuclear winter is that the end game? Is that the goal?
Never the goal.
All right.
I mean, of course, I could have some measures be taken. I could stop all the nuclear stuff, turn myself in, but
Well, I mean, we don't have
then
to go
what does
that
that
far.
solve?
We don't have to go that far. But I
These
was
people
thinking,
still outside. They still want to end the clone. They want to get the money that the program you started.
no, I get that.
That you wanted me to dish out.
I don't even know where these people came from. Surrounding towns, and they're mad because they didn't get the money. Get over it. Like, I have no love lost for them. We can turn on them. Not a problem.
Oh,
What
so
I have a problem with is the nuclear winter. I feel like that is a bad.
Oh, that was a bit much.
I think that's a bad go. I think with the military coming in, us sending off rockets, them sending off rockets, I think that's going to be I think that's a bad look all the way around. Maybe if you can persuade Jitterbug to stand down, we'll fight with you to get rid of the outside invaders from the neighboring towns. We'll work with you to back them out. Okay? I'll take the reins when it comes to the clone rights, with rights to work, restrictions, however many they're going to be processed. We'll take care of that. Keep a population minimum. And I think we've already done well with eradicating those radical clones that were coming out of the factory earlier this evening.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's the plan.
You guys are a part of that?
Golden Boy. You guys,
Stop nuclear holocaust? Yes, I'm in.
you're down with that, right? That's good. Sounds like a good plan. Wall.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Now, if Jitterbug,
I don't trust a word that Kanan says, but
Now I'm just saying.
Why? I've been
Kate-
honest this whole time.
K's been K the entire time. All right. He's never not been who he is. We just have to realize. We just have to realize.
He got a pretty big God complex
We just
that he
don't-
didn't have before.
Not see. That's just the way you're looking at it. It wasn't a God complex. K was just being K, and it made all the sense at that time.
So,
I don't know. I think this is where the wall.
Every time we were on a mission, we had to basically twist his arm to do something technical. He always wanted to do something else. So, a month ago, he takes it upon himself to rig the entire city. The Kanon that we knew, we had to twist his arm to hack into a system. He wasn't going to do that on his own.
Hey, Wall, remember when I was talking about Channel 4 earlier? And you had said,
No,
then?
this is the end of the comment.
No, it's not. Don't. I'm just saying. Remember what you had
You're
told
sitting there
me
telling me that
about
Kanon has
Channel
been the
4.
same as when we started. No, it's not the same.
I'm trying to talk to Kanan right
And
now.
I'm standing in the back with the towel. Fuck the dumb. Fuck the dumb.
I see what you're doing, Wall. Golden Boy. Does this make sense to you? Like, you saw what happened, right?
I agree with him.
Oh.
But if it's going to stop nuclear war, we can butcher all the anti-clone guys. I don't give a shit.
See, when I'm looking at my character and my stats here,
That's called moving on.
my empathy is a 0.
Yeah.
My conversation skills is a 2.
No, I got it.
So
I got it.
that's why I'm in the mood that I'm in.
I know, and
Saying
you're-
what I'm saying.
and you're playing it right. I'm used to having these type of conversations with Jackson, but Jackson isn't here, so I'm trying to foster that relationship with you, and it is not going well.
No.
And
It
then
looks like
Golden Boy just agreed with you.
Golden Boy has no scruples. If you want to wipe out some protesters, he's down.
No, I saw that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Whatever's good for business, and these guys are in the way.
Yeah. Nuclear missiles are not good for business.
So, all right, I'm just gonna put on the table anything we say to Kanan, Jitterbug is listening to. So, with that being said, I will then say again, we will team up with Kanan and Jitterbug to get out the out of towners. We'll beat those guys back, get them out of our streets. Jitterbug will stand down with the nuclear winter. Bad for business. Bad for our complexions. It's bad all the way around. It's bad for the town. You know? And from there, we will agree to rebuild Falcon City for a moral, forward-thinking place to live.
Well, if you want moral, you better call Jackson because he's the only moral one in the group.
He also has the most bodies on his hands.
It was actually a good start putting him in charge of the police. That sets the tone for the city you're trying to build, right?
And
Yeah,
he cleaned up the casino too. He was in charge of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why he's on my team and not yours.
It's true.
More
Jackson
compasses align.
Jackson does work for the city. The city just happens to be Jitterbug. I'm well aware of everything that's going on right now. So once again, Kay, Nan, I think maybe if you talk to Jitterbug, maybe we can get him to stand down with the nuclear bombs.
Jitterbug likes the ideas you're presenting, but wants to see you prove it first. Let's see some action. How are you going to do this before I make any move to do what you want?
Well, what do you suggest? Blood in the streets, gas. What do you want to happen?
Well,
Your preference. Go ahead.
It's
Do
sort
whatever you want
of
to do.
testing you. What are you going to do?
Let's get the limo. I already got the melee weapon mounted.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I kind of like
looking at the city situation at the moment as the little time has been passing while you're dealing with this.
TikTok. It's
The
only getting
people
worse.
are, they're smashing and burning things. They're stealing what they can. The actual National Guard and the Army people that have come in looking for the more military and infrastructure targets have arrived. So they're going off to, the cost gangs have started to join in. All shit is popping off. The entire city basically is either a battle zone or on fire. But no one yet, except for a couple here or there. Anybody that pulls out a weapon gets vaporized. Blam.
Okay, so we're gonna hit them with the non-lethals, right? Let's hit the crowds with gas, knockout gas. We'll get all the solos in the bars. We'll get the 3P cause gangers. We'll get them all to rally with us. We'll go out here.
How are we going to tell them all?
Open line. We're gonna use Jitterbug. Open line. They'll hit everything. All the billboards, all the signage. Hey, have everybody come. Right here, Studio City. Then we're going to move out in a pincer maneuver around the town.
Last time you suggested a pincer maneuver, you had me and Wall shooting each other.
First of all, that was Jackson.
That was
not you.
Well, yeah, Jackson and Wall shooting each other.
But Jitterbug will let you broadcast. If you want to address people over the screens, that's the thing you can do. So if you see the wrong thing, it's going to cut you off, of course.
All right. You got the negotiation, right? The talk skills. So
You can't negotiate with a robot.
No. You're
He's
just
trying
going
to
to say to the
negotiate
people.
with the public.
The public.
Oh, great. Go ahead.
That's
I
the
got
plan.
persuasion.
There you go.
All right.
Use your persuasion. Jitterbug's going to allow you to broadcast. We're going to get all the people that are syndicate friendly. Come here. We're going to move out. We're going to take back our town. We're taking back the night. We're taking it back.
And you don't think everybody else in the city is going to try and stop those people from getting to Studio City if they hear that?
No, well, no.
28
know.
persuasion.
All right, yeah, you're making it, an appeal over the screens that are everywhere around town for them to all, the people who are on the side of, they can't really be good or evil, but the people who want to put an end to all this, who don't want to see the city turn into what it's turning into, try to meet you at this one specific location, and you give them the coordinates and all that stuff. So you've done your part, and you've put it out there, and hopefully people will take that word and start to show up.
Yeah. Basically, I just put you on the Wong mission.
Nobody.
Nobody.
I thought that was pretty good.
I thought so too. Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
can't laugh at that.
All right.
It's funny, I have a 0 in empathy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the more cyber
So-
stuff you jam in yourself, the lower that goes, like with the
So-
humanity. So yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to go ahead and appeal to Kanan again. Now that Jitterbug has allowed us to do this,
They still got to get there. It's out of my hands. They still got to get there.
who's the they that you're talking about?
The people that need to get to where they need to clean the streets is what you're trying to do, right? That's what you want to do, right?
Right.
Well, we got to get that handled first.
No, I get that. That's what I'm saying. What I'm asking for now is access to all knockout gas, tear gas, flashbangs. I like to have access to all of that. I know we have a stockpile in the armory. Can you have the FCPD grab that, bring that to us so we can have all of that?
Yes.
Okay.
What they don't know is I'm going to give them the gas, the lethal kind. And I'm going to have that distributed.
It's kind of easy to tell. They marked those pretty clearly.
No,
And also,
I don't know.
lethal gas is not stored in one container. It's always stored as two different agents. It has to be mixed to become lethal. That way, if someone grabs a canister, it's harmless.
don't worry. You
Right.
got that.
What was that one gas called? XJ9 Saffron gas? VX.
VX? VX is an oil. It's not a gas. They
liquid
never
gas.
made it into a gaseous form. It's got all the consistency of motor oil.
Until now.
That Michael Bay was full of shit.
They get their gas. They dish out beans. They get their gas.
All right, we lawyered the AI system to get the right gas. Here, test this.
Well, the question is,
Plus, the
what are you
city would not
going
have
to do
poison
with the
gas.
gas?
The military would have control of that.
What was that, Frank?
I said the question is, what are you going to do with the gas? So you've got a canister of gas. Now what?
Yeah, so you guys got to go
That's-
do your thing.
That's what I'm wondering. What is the plan here?
Sounds like you guys almost had a plan, and then straight away from it. And
People are starting to straggle into the area you want them to come into. So there's people coming to help you out, and there's also people chasing them. So there's fights coming up on the perimeter as they arrive.
All right. How many solos are we getting from the bars that came through?
Actual solos, probably about maybe 30-ish, 40.
40 solos?
Pretty much.
If I got 40 good solos with
town,
me,
yeah.
that's a fucking army.
You got 40 good solos that have been drinking all night.
I mean,
You got them from the
whose
bar.
team the wall is
Yes,
on?
and they're
came
gonna be
straight from the bar.
They'll be commanding a bunch of Cost Gang people and stuff who have probably also been out drinking and
Right.
possibly looting, but now they feel like they're done looting and they want to fight somebody.
I got the TV I wanted. Now I'm ready to fight the good.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
go.
your
And
city.
as the tanks
This
and
is
stuff
the
are
scene.
rolling into town, you see another. They start to get around when they get past this one particular warehouse. A bunch of stuff comes flying out of the doors of that thing. So you've got tanks and flight pods and various kind of military gear coming out of this warehouse that looks like another Cost Gang fighting, except they've got. This was a Cost Gang inside Falcon City. They had something like $750 million to play with around Christmas. So they bought themselves an arsenal full of stuff. These guys are the Yo-Joes. So they're out here fighting with all their stuff. And they're going to be trying to take out the National Guard people who are coming in. So you've actually got some decent help on your side here.
Okay.
But they can't brandish any weapons.
Well, their weapons are non-lethal. So, but they're shooting like concussion weapons and shit like that.
That's what I wanted. Yes. Good.
Do we have that stuff in the armory?
That's what we got them coming from the...
In our armory. We're still in the warehouse.
You do,
No,
and
man,
in
we
fact,
don't-
there's probably ammo you can ammo your regular guns up with that's non-lethal.
Oh, shit. Do we? I just assumed we were just killers. Let's go to inventory. Go to ammo.
You guys have no non-lethals, by the way.
Huh?
You guys don't have any non-lethals.
I didn't think so.
You'd have to loot them.
Yeah.
Boom, right here, rubber
There
bullets.
you go.
You don't have that until you buy it.
Right,
Frank just
but
said we had it.
don't we have it in the armory? That's in our warehouse?
Right. And I'm saying
Okay.
if you're at the HQ, you've got all that stuff stashed there.
Right. So we've got tear gas grenades, we got smoke grenades, and we got rubber bullets.
All right, let me reload my pistol. Since we're going that route.
So I've got my Malorian arms. That's a handgun.
Let's see,
That's a
combat,
very heavy pistol, so I need very heavy.
action,
And then the non-lethal weapons will probably pass because Jitterbug is no longer worrying too much about the people who are just fist fighting because there's so much shit going on. So it's not more focused on the people who are popping off with tanks and all the other non-lethal stuff. But so far, still no one, very few. Very few have used real weapons because the ones that have still keep getting turned into red goo.
Let's see, rubber.
Okay.
We don't have. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I got some tear gas and some smoke grenades, some rubber bullets. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go non-lethal on their ass.
Let's see.
So what is our plan? Non-lethal crowd control?
Yeah. Crowd control, corral, and evict.
And gas them. That's what you guys want to do, right?
And we need gas masks, or we'll be hitting ourselves with the gas.
We still have our nasal
got the
filters.
nasal-
No. Yeah. Do you have them, or did
I don't
we
know
just?
if I am.
You
I
should probably buy them. This is gonna suck if you don't.
Yeah, what about your eyes? It affects your eyes, your nose,
Got the suit on.
everything.
Got the suit on.
Yeah,
Doesn't affect me.
where are you guys at right now?
At the warehouse,
Okay,
at our
you're still at the warehouse,
HQ.
right?
I get flashbangs.
Right, actually, we're doing the gear up thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I had to switch guns because I was like, how come I can't put it in my Arasaka? My Arasaka doesn't take it. So I got it.
You can put it in Arasaka if you get the proper bullets.
I just got rubber bullets.
They have different types of rubber bullets.
I get it for the
Your
Arasaka.
Arasaka is what?
Messenger.
That's an SMG.
Tap on it.
Submachine gun.
Oh, I do have nasal
Does it
filters.
say whether it's
Yeah, probably medium.
a medium gun?
Should be.
Then you got to go to ammo, and then get the rubber medium pistol.
It'll tell you right on the screen what size rounds it uses.
All right, so I'm all tooled up. I'm ready to go. Let's go. All right, how many people? How many people we got? I'd love to have more, but we're gonna fight with who we have.
Well, you're still at the warehouse, but if you're looking at where at the screens that are showing you the area you're looking at, there's about 30 solos down there. There's probably 40 or 50 other people kind of gathered around them, so 80 to 100.
All right, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna
Where
start.
are they at?
We're gonna start sweeping through the city. We're all at the headquarters right now. All right, we're at the headquarters.
Okay.
All right, then we're gonna go neighborhood by neighborhood, taking it out. Boom, 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 boom. Neighborhood by neighborhood. All right. All I want to know is who wants to go home and who wants to go with me.
And so, how are we going to know who the good guys? Because you got cost gangs fighting cost gangs. And the solos that came from the bar, I don't think that we know all 30 of them.
Not personally.
Not personally,
but
yeah.
look, hey, look me in the eye. I'm in charge. Do what I tell you to do. It's very simple. I mean, what's the problem, Walt?
Who do we shoot? When we go out into the Studio City and we see everybody melee,
Okay.
The people.
I'm
if you said
brawling,
stop,
everybody
Yeah,
brawling.
I'm gonna pull a page out of Jackson's playbook. You tell them to freeze fuckers. You say you're gonna stop now or I'll open fire. The people who don't stop is the people who you open fire. We're using non-lethal weapons. So even if it's friendly fire, they'll stop. Lay down. We just want you all to stop. And if the aggressors are trying to take the people who are laying down, those are definitely the fuckers we want to shoot.
okay.
Okay? And when the gas happens, they're not going to have gas masks. So we're hitting everybody with the gas. Knockout gas, flashbangs, whatever we have. Smoke, tear, all that shit.
So yeah, basically you can roll into an area and do the megaphone thing. Give people the command to do whatever it is you want them to do and see who does it and who doesn't. But at this point, most of the citizens are pretty fucking sick of being told what to do in the last couple days. So a 50-50 chance that they'll go along with you or start throwing crap at you.
Stand down. All right, so we got 30 solos. I want the solos to get in groups of 5. And I want those 5 guys to take each group of cause gang guys and go out. And we'll just go out there and just hit it. Neighborhood by neighborhood. Take our vehicles, use our vehicles, like we'll walk next to our vehicles, have the drivers move slow so our vehicles can be like moving blockades for us,
And their main goal basically is to take down the people who are trying to loot, right?
Right.
The money people. So the clones are fighting the anti-clone people. The Koss gang, the army people, the Ojos are fighting against the National Guard and the army people that are coming in. So everything's kind of taking care of itself in its own small little groups. So that works.
Okay. So now we're going through. So let's go through Studio City right out the gate. Let's start home and start spreading out. So going through the streets, anytime we just see groups of people, we're going to do the same thing. Tell everybody to stand down. If they don't stand down, we'll open fire. You just let us know if they stand down or not. And we're just going to keep moving.
Let's see.
All right, Frank, I'm just putting this out there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I grabbed my other gun. So I have 2 Malorian arms. One of them is the gun blade, but I'm not going to ignite it.
Right.
So I'm just letting you know that I have the 2 guns. One's the gun blade.
That's cool. As long as you don't cut anybody with it, they won't worry about it.
Right.
All right, let's see here. Okay, not good. All of these people in this particular area seem like they're willing to stop doing what they're doing and listen to you for now. Well, what are you
Where is this?
directing them to do? Wherever you
Studio
just
City.
stop.
Stand down. You can either return to your homes.
Return
or
to your home.
can-
Get inside it.
Or you can roll with us.
All right, so you're basically explaining what you're there to do, and
Yep.
and of the people in this area, say there's probably you're going into pockets of 100 people, and you're getting about 60-40 right here. So you got about 60 people joined you and 40 people went away.
Okay. I want to keep doing that neighborhood by neighborhood until I have a Rocky Balboa type following as I'm running through the streets of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That
I don't think
is
you're going to build
the
it up quite
plan.
that far, but yeah, you can gather some people as you go for sure.
Let's go, man. Rocky started with one kid on a bike. Let's go.
Where do you go next? After Studio City.
Little China.
Little China.
All right, we're going through the streets of Little China. And do we run into any opposition?
Actually, as you're going, you're going to be running into opposition all over the place, making your way from place to place. So some
Okay.
people are going to see. What are you in right now, driving wise?
We just have whatever various vehicles that the solos and everybody came up with. We're walking along as it's like any type of.
All right, so you're not in the
procession.
limo or the van or anything. You're in.
No, we parked the limo.
We're
We-
parked in the
and we're definitely not using the wall copper.
tower.
Okay, well, some people then can just plain old see you walking down the street.
100%.
So there's a couple of badasses here and there that are going to try and come at the wall, and there's some people that are going to come in and yell at you for starting all this trouble, and the usual bunches
Right.
of loudmouths.
Whoever yells at me for starting trouble, I'm gonna shoot them in the face 3 times
I'll do it
with a rubber bullet.
I'll be shouting out to the crowd at 21 persuasion.
That's helping. That's gonna sway some people for sure.
Did you guys already have a set? You guys, that's what you guys did when you did called the whole city and told them, "Hey, meet up at this place."
Mm-hmm.
So everybody on the street is not meeting up at the place.
Whoever met up with us is who we met up with. Whoever hasn't come yet, we've already started moving. So we just dealt with whoever was with us. He gave a list of 30 solos, some Yojos, some other cosplayers and stuff like that. And every time we go through a neighborhood, we're getting like a 60-40 split of people who are coming with us.
Yeah, thanks to his persuasion. Otherwise, you'd be right about 50-50.
Right. Okay.
So making your way around, if you're going to make the loop around the entire city, basically, and end up back where you started, you'd probably pick up about 300, 400 people. Maybe even 500 if it's with his persuasion. So you've actually kind of built a fairly competitive army on your own here.
23.
There you go. So yeah, he's keeping it up. You have a pretty good roll there. That's a high stat.
Yeah, I got a lot of persuasion.
All right. Now we're going to go through Med Center.
I thought you said we just made a loop around the city.
Yeah,
Oh, he already just gave us-
you did the whole thing. And
Now we got
the
army,
same kind of
what do we do?
opposition came up here and there. So it was all little fights and people yelling at you, and nothing. No one tried to come up and shoot at you or anything because
right.
obviously that would be a very bad idea. So it's minor opposition.
Okay, so in essence, then we've locked down the city of all the current violence that was going on. Proven to jitterbug.
You've stopped all the people from breaking into businesses, from looting them, from setting them on fire. The
Correct.
clones and the anti-clones are still having their dispute over there, and the military things is still going on because the missiles are still technically going on as well. So, but
Right,
you have made an
but-
improvement, so you can maybe go make your case to Jitterbug again if that's the move.
That is the move. So now that we've done this, making the case to Jitterbug, being Jitterbug, the people were compliant for the most part. Will you stand down?
So everybody with you? Is everybody with you? People who've been looting?
No, the looters are not with us. The looters is
Then who are the people with you?
the people who are defending. defending their homes, defending their shops, the people who are defending the clone rights, the city, the good people of the city.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you doing with the people that you're taking down as we go? Well, assume there's some sort of binding and leaving for police to round up or something, Spider-Man style, you know? Best you can do.
Zip tying and tying people up to light posts and shit like that until they can be paddy wagon come pick them up.
Or they're unconscious.
Yeah.
I think Jitterbug should send off a signal saying that to stop the nukes. But for a city signal, I want them to see, because I was trying to record the whole conversation in the tower between the team and how they wanted to deal with the citizens. So I want to broadcast that, though, to the city.
In what tower?
That we had in our tower, in our building.
HQ.
Yeah.
Not the tower.
Wherever we had our conversation,
Right, that was HQ.
and your guys' first idea was, okay, well, are we just going to go through the streets killing people? Because I could be down with that. I'm going to cut out the rest. The rest of you guys cleaning it up, I'm going to cut that out. But the parts where you're just talking about how you want to kill the citizens who are just looting and destroying the city, I'm going to broadcast that to everybody.
That seems like a real bitchy thing to do.
You're going to broadcast it, or Jitterbug's going to broadcast it?
No, Jitterbug's going to broadcast it.
But I don't understand why he would do something like that, because that was just...
No, because you
that's
guys
shop
did...
talk. That's locker room talk. There's supposed to be a code, man.
No, yeah.
No, when you're in the locker room, man, you can say what you want, man.
Threw the code
That's
out
not-
the window, man.
Yeah.
What is up with the wall? You know what? Well, you're right. You know what? You're right. That's what they said. I didn't say it. You definitely have it on tape that I didn't say that. Because I didn't. That was these fuckers with the empathy at zero.
He's gonna have to wind it
Kill
back.
everybody.
I
said we need to get the fuck out of here. You're the one who wanted to make a deal.
Yeah, so
You're the one that keeps trying to work with him when he's sabotaging everything we do.
No,
That's what
I
I'm saying.
think that's the mistake, is going back to Kanan and trying to get anything done, because he's going to sabotage whatever we do.
Do you know we just got him to stand down with the missiles?
Yeah, the nukes are done.
But he's going to start another riot in the city.
But
I'm not starting nothing between them. I'm starting it against you guys.
Okay.
And that's what you said. You said you're an amoral fucker and you wanted to shoot him down.
All
I
right,
didn't say that.
fine. I'm going to reload.
Adonis, pull yourself together.
Come on, let's get into character.